Let's bring in CTV military analyst and former commander of NATO forces in southern Afghanistan, retired Major General David Fraser. General Fraser, welcome.
Renee, good to be with you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Let's begin with Iran. As the protests there escalate, what do you make of Donald Trump's comments about intervening? It's not clear if he means military intervention or diplomatic.
Well, I think it's just designed for the domestic audience. It's got nothing to do with Iran because, how is he going to rescue people that are being killed or rescue those who are there? And that's just completely, ludicrous to think about that. And also, a regime change is just like a glass of water that is on your desk. If you break it, you get cut, and it goes anywhere. You can't control that either. So it's a bit of a false promise for Iran and for the rest of the world.
Now switching gears to Venezuela. What is Nicolas Maduro signaling with his comments that he's open to a dialogue with the U.S.?
Well, I think those are really strategically significant because of a couple of things. The things that Maduro has said. He's opening up his businesses to U.S. That's something that Trump wants to hear. He's prepared to attack and fight, drugs. That is something that Trump has always wanted to fight. Look at the fentanyl issue that affects us too. So, Maduro is really thinking about, what are the touch points that Trump wants to talk about, and how does that take the pressure off of him? Because Trump has certainly escalated this with the attack now on actually a port. So I think Maduro is playing a pretty smart game so far.
Could there be further escalations? What will you be watching for?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, now that the fact that, they've taken, an oil tanker, they've attacked, 30 boats now, and they've attacked a port. I'm looking at another oil tanker going down. I'm looking at more attacks on the land. And, where does this escalate even more onto the mainland of Venezuela? So I'm going to be looking at that for the next little while. And also now, based on what Maduro said, will Trump pick up the offer and, reach out and have a phone call with them and then report back to, the United States and the world that, he's had productive talks and things are going well.
All right. That is our time. Thank you very much, Major General, once again for being here.
Renee, thank you.
That's Major General David Fraser, CTV military analyst.